So remember when I said Neo Tokyo was dead? Turns out I was wrong. It still has an active player base, but they only do shit on the weekends. So if you're bored on a Friday night, go ahead and check out this game. Think Counter-Strike with a Ghost in the Shell skin. Pretty good, I just suck at it. Now the actual subject for the video. Disney has been rebooting all of its classic animated films into live action for a little bit now. More than likely so they don't have to come up with a new gimmick to simply re-release a box set like they did constantly in 2000s. It's just a stupid gimmick to justify changing shit to win over the woke crowd, while also keeping a tight grip on the licenses they've hoarded out forever. And it's been universally agreed upon that these live-action remakes are okay at best, and in no way justify their existence when compared to the animated films. Every single one of these remakes, whether it be Aladdin, Dumbo, or Beauty and the Beast, vanish as soon as they release. Sure, soccer moms and young children love them, but everybody else just sort of shrugs their shoulders. Lion King is scheduled to release its Disney-approved ass-fucking pretty soon, and Little Mermaid was just announced to get one as well. And Little Mermaid is where things just got weird. Really weird. As in, Disney might have instigated a fake controversy in a butchered-ass attempt to market its movie, which is an immediate sign that things are going bad behind the scenes. But the basic rundown of what's happening is that Disney announced a live-action remake of Little Mermaid, and that the actress playing Ariel would be Halle Bailey. Okay. And then all of a sudden, a hashtag pops up on Twitter called NotMyAriel, where people complained about Ariel no longer being white or ginger, and that Disney was washing away a white character, and a bunch of other bullshit. So now celebrities and journalist outlets are going on and on about these terrible, racist Little Mermaid fans, and showing support for Halle Bailey, or whatever the fuck her name is. Am I the only one that smells bullshit here? No, of course I'm not, because I'm not even the first channel to talk about this. This reeks of a corporate plot thought up by some dumbass marketing intern. Pretend that racists hate a black Ariel so that people like Halle Bailey and watch our movie, essentially crying for sympathy over an outrage that's non-existent. Now, the reason I say that this is completely fake is just how ridiculous it all sounds. Little Mermaid fans, who were mostly little girls in the fucking 90s, don't want a black Ariel. What? Did all of these retards just assume that neckbeard fat men in their 30s like a Little Mermaid? Did they even think about the demographic that the original fucking movie shot for? This is just stupid. It's so clear that Disney is just trying to get some media attention, and if you actually think a massive corporation can't get its marketing department to make sock puppet accounts and make fake petitions, or absurdly over-the-top tweets to make a straw man, how did you get this far in life? Now, to get it out of the way, I don't give a fuck about Little Mermaid. Never watched the original, never cared to. The closest thing I got to Little Mermaid was playing the Atlantis world in the Kingdom Hearts games. So this isn't some man-child screaming about how the evil mouse is raping his favorite cartoon, because nobody like that exists. In fact, the only Disney animated films I watched as a kid was Lion King, Aladdin, and Emperor's New Groove. And none of these live-action movies ever screamed, "Watch this now," to me personally. It's just hollow corporate nothing. Though to be fair, a lot of it is the fact that they're still musicals, and I've just grown up to not really like musicals. No, I listen to trap music. But it's so clear what's going on here. We saw this with Rogue One, where the screenwriter all of a sudden took shots at Nazis and Trump, and then the stories about Kathleen Kennedy came out, and people realized that this movie was being vivisected at every single step for having the gall to actually try to differentiate itself in the Star Wars universe. Constant reshoots and firings. Same thing with Solo, where they announced Lando Calrissian was polysexual or some crap, and that was all made to get people to not look at the fact that the exact same shit happened again. Constant reshoots and constant firings because Kathleen Kennedy has a very specific vision for Star Wars. That's all this ever comes down to. It's fucking money. And then Solo went and flopped. Why? Because studio interference kept getting in the way. Now, Captain Marvel actually also tried something similar, with Brie Larson going on spiels about how Wrinkle in Time, an agonizing and mind-numbingly stupid piece of shit movie, wasn't made for white men to criticize, but black teenagers. Because a critic's skin tone and age magically makes a movie good or not. Then it came out, and even SJW critics admitted Captain Marvel sucked cock. Disney is trying to weaponize outrage clicks and manipulate SJW types and woke types to see a movie to spite trolls, to make their films into social causes instead of what they actually are, shitty, soulless movies that have no creativity or actual passion. In fact, me even talking about this plays into Disney's agenda. So long as people talk about this movie, no matter how or why, it's a success in their eyes. All I know is that we're going to hear about this imaginary backlash as this movie's being made every fucking step of the way, every single day. It'll be constant. How actors are triumphantly standing up to hate by taking a multi-million-dollar acting job from a multinational corporation with limitless resources. Yeah, you're so fucking brave. But this is the new marketing scheme. Turn your product into more than just a product. Turn it into a metaphor, a symbol for something deeper. Distract the masses from realizing how empty and shitty the thing actually is. So long as you trick people into thinking they'll save the world, anybody will pay for it. We saw this tactic used for Ghostbusters 2016, though it fell apart, and Captain Marvel used it to a better extent, but it also was pretty fucking blatant. The idea is that you need to support the movie because little girls need role models, which is retarded. Because Sony and Marvel don't give a fucking shit about giving kids heroes. They never did. Stop buying into that crap. Corporations don't care about you. Repeat that shit like a holy fucking mantra. Corporations don't care about you. But nothing I say fucking matters. These celebrities will follow the script, ignore all criticism or people pointing out the skeezy origin of this controversy, and this movie will vanish from the public mind like all the other live-action remakes. Will Haley Bailey make a good Ariel? I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna watch this. All I know is that movie won't have a fucking soul by the time the modernization is done with it, and all the hoopla that Disney is desperate to stoke up won't fucking matter. So this is just kind of a short video pointing out how fake and artificial this whole controversy is, because I'm 100% in the camp of Disney is lying for social media brownie points for this movie. Who knows? Maybe there's a secret sect of alt-right incel racists who can't sleep until they've absolutely destroyed the live-action Little Mermaid remake, but something tells me that's borderline impossible. Now, I guess there isn't much left to do, but I asked you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, Astolfo is gonna spit in your face and call you the N-word. Alright, see ya.